Listen, there is a plan. Our experience of time and God's perspective on time are not equal, as we've already said. We have to understand while we wait upon the Lord, it's important to remember that our perspective is partial and God's perspective is eternal. God's perspective is eternal, meaning the things that you're praying for and the things that God allows in your life are ordained for a specific time and not just for you. Your life impacts other lives. Some of us would call it our legacy. How many of you want to leave a legacy of faithfulness for all generations? Huh? Yeah, give God a hand. If you want to leave a legacy for all generations, then you need to learn to wait on God. And wait on His deliverance, wait on His answers for prayer, wait on His provision. Don't get ahead. Because when you get ahead, outside of the will of God, you're really getting behind. It doesn't matter what the world says. It matters what God says. Some of y'all gotten a little behind in your past in relationships. Oh, she looking good. Oh, he's looking fine, right? But they're not believers. You're not supposed to be unequally yoked, but I can change them. How many women have ever said that? I can change them. Yeah. And the man will say, well, I'll go to church with you. And they go to church with you until you marry them. They never go to church again. Don't you believe them. You know how to tell when a man's lying when you're dating him? His lips are moving. Yep, honey, I just want to kiss you just for a minute. No, he don't. He wants to kiss you for a lot of minutes. He wants to wake up them passions in you so that you'll do things that you're not supposed to do. Yeah, he'll lie to you. He'll even say, I love you, when some men don't even know what love is. Because love is really sacrifice and doing what is right in the face of what's hard. That's real love. Real love is protecting you from sin, not delivering you to it. Oh my gosh, I'm meddling. All right, so listen, from God's perspective, departure from being faithful for the Israelites was just too quick. Like, he had just gone up on the mountain. Moses had just gone up. They'd spending some time together, and they very quickly developed an early pre-diagnosed case of ADD. Okay? They just saw something else, thought something else, and boom, they abandoned their God yet again. And it wasn't the first time. It just keeps happening, and you go, oh, them Israelites, those Israelites are so bad. So are you. So am I. We abandon the Lord's ways all the time. But you know what we've done as Christians, and the reason that our seats aren't full today is we walked around like we always were holy. Like being a Christian was a state that was unattainable. Nobody wants that garbage because nobody can be it. Come on. So they didn't see authentic relationships with God. The world saw a bunch of fake people pretending to be something else. At least the Israelites were being honest. And you are what you eat. They're golden. Right? Listen, finally, God's mercy shows up over and over again. We don't deserve it. You can see that in verse 14 in response to the Israelites quickly abandoning God, God wanting to consume them. Look, whenever God talks about consuming something, it's pretty bad. Yes, it is. All right? So Moses stands in the gap and he pleads for the Israelites on their behalf, and God relents from his intention. Let me tell you something about prayer. Prayer works. Prayer works. Prayer works. Prayer works. When you go up against a wall, or you're up against a bad relationship with a boss or a coworker. Prayer works. Prayer works. God can move a mountain. He can move a person. He can move any situation, or he can remove you from it. Look, nothing you face is a surprise to God, and nothing is impossible with him. And so listen to me, prayer works. That's why this year we've said prayer is a priority for us.